Yep.
Got a banner up.
I'm out of range.
Another banner.
Too far away. I must get closer. I require a target.
That was pretty fun. Nathan, did we get like 2 extra groups up here? Is that what happened on with that
On what?
when we pulled APOC would know too. We
I think we
did
pulled
this.
every pack up here.
During LS, like they pulled like 5 packs at once. It was like
Yeah.
it was these 2 side groups, the Pats, this static group, and then there was one other pack that they pulled. It
Yeah,
was
someone who was a
I
tank.
remember that.
My bad.
Oh, let's pull everything in the instant.
How else are we
yeah.
gonna get BOEs?
Exactly. You get
Too far away.
Move out of those little circles if you see them under you. They hurt.
If it wasn't so hard for tanks to hold on to aggro right now, that wouldn't be so bad. But like,
I thought they fixed
hear
that.
that.
Yeah, but
Not
our
wrong.
tanks are Crash Masters.
right now it's much better. So like someone like me, I can hold aggro really well because I've got my second passive. So I'm generating almost 20% more threat, but
Yeah, I don't.
yeah. If you only have your first, yeah, so you only got 9% more, so it's a lot harder.
You know, it doesn't make a lot of sense for them to fix it through essences when they should just fix
I
tanking.
require a target.
They gotta give you something to grind for.
Do they
Or they could
gotta?
just do it right the first time.
It was
Well,
fine,
it
and then they
depends on how you
removed
look
it.
at it.
Yeah, they nerfed threat gen at the start of this.
Yeah, it's been that way since BFA. Like, they dropped our threat gen massively.
I know. It was. They shouldn't have done it. And they didn't have a viable reason for why they did it.
Sure they did.
It's because of the AoE spam at the end of Dungeons and Legion. The Mythic. That's the way Mythics were done then.
Cauldron is up.
That's
These are the
fancy
big
looking.
ones, so make sure we don't waste them. Once again, use your personal stat food, whatever's best for you. That's for most classes, that's better than your regular primary stat. While we're getting the summons in, I'm gonna quickly go over the changes between normal and heroic. Alright.
I'm the greatest of my father's sons. Your end is come.
Alright, so for Savara, the changes Chimeric Mark. Both Frostmark and Toxic Brand have a unique effect. Frostmark will freeze you. So you'll get a bar with both marks. It'll fill. If you have the Frostmark, you have to keep moving. If you have the Toxic Brand, you want to stay still. If it reaches 100%, you will be disoriented for 8 seconds and it'll reset the bar back to 0. So basically, don't let your bar fill to 100%. For overflow, you need to stack with someone else. So whoever gets overflow, if you see it, go stack with them. Also, the chimeric marks stack now. So at some point you will need to clear your stacks. Possibly the way you do that is by going in contact with a person of the other type or a pool of the other type. An easy way to do that is the
Inversion.
the inversion. It will swap the pools, so after the initial one you should have some pools on either side of the opposite color that you can just go.
Everybody should know this fight, right? Except for
Yeah, I'm just going over the changes between normal and heroic, and those are really the major changes. She hits harder, the explosions hurt a little more, so you just gotta make sure that you guys are paying attention. And same thing, with the toxic spear or frozen spear, whichever one it is, the person of that color should that has a spear should go the diamond. Then the person of the color of the spear, who's closest, if you can see it, needs to go and intercept the spear. Otherwise, it'll do raid-wide damage. So, other than that, I think that's all the major things. Do you need a flask there, Zealand?
Possible to still get an invite?
Who's that?
Zale. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, let's
I brought my
get him
own.
here. Okay. Zealand, go ahead and trade me. I'm by the soul well. I'll give you a flask. Oh, perfect. All
Thank
right. Duray, check for pull, and we'll get going. All right, everyone's ready. Tank's on you. We'll hero as soon as we get in position.
Five, four, three, two, one. For Queen Azshara! Oh, that had to hurt!
Make sure you are moving if you need to be. If you have green, or sorry, staying still if you have green.
No, it's still if you're blue. It's move if you're green.
No, other way around.
No,
Other way around.
blue moves. Blue moves, green sits.
Let me call it out, please.
Okay.
Barrage.
Are we getting a hero?
Hero. Yep, thank you.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Crushing reverberation. APOC can clear your stacks when you get a chance. Inversion, spread a little bit. Everyone move clockwise. If you've got your color change. Barrage, dodge. Remember, if you're blue, to keep moving.
Frozen.
Barrage. We got this one. For myself.
I keep forgetting to move.
But guess not.
Battle rest.
Yeah. Barrage. Someone stack me here and watch out. Reverberation. APOC, you should probably try and clear your stacks when you can. Inversion. Reverberation. Reverberation. Barrage. Inversion.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's get Saravok up.
Berserk soon. All the DPS you can bring.
How long do we have here?
15 seconds.
Seconds. We got it.
Nice job.
Res incoming.
Thank you.
Get moving on to the next boss.
AP.
And Mez is gonna come with us, so we'll get a portal down when we
I'm
get
out
to
of
the
range.
next boss.
I am a conduit of the Nightwell's glorious power. I am Nightfall.
I was gonna start running, but I zoned in and all the trash were there.
Yeah, that's gonna happen right now. We're in a weird situation.
There's no bugs.
Yeah, it is kind of weird.
Yeah, the first boss is there. I see all your marks, but the first boss is alive for me.
We should just keep spamming the first boss. Nothing weird's happening.
Everything's fine here.
I must get closer.
Gotta remember to do a
I need to
manual
target
upload
something
later
first.
so I can get all the data from that boss because I wasn't live logging that one.
I'm okay with that. My keyboard broke halfway through.
Oh no!
It
We're
was
waiting.
rough.
Let's get this trash.
Hopefully it will lock to whoever the raid leader is. And all the
Yeah, it
trash
should
will
be
be
me.
cleared to the whoever the up to whatever boss we've cleared to at that point.
Yeah, it would suck if it bugged out like that.
I don't have a target.
It is good you survived. I would hate for our gathering to end prematurely.
Why was I just walking on water?
Enough of these games, Azshara. Face us! Patience, little one. We will be together soon enough.
So for the next boss, there's not a whole lot of difference. The slipstream will not remove your bioluminescence, so you have to wait until the debuff falls off before you swim. And if you hit a jellyfish at any point while you're moving, it'll give you bioluminescence, so you will get eaten. That's really the only changes, and it hits a lot harder.
Too far away.
Do not pet the jellyfish. If you do, goodbye. It was nice knowing you.
Should I back out now? What do you mean? I can't. I like being shark
I
bait.
need to target something first.
You know what? If you weren't, were you guys there for open raid? I know Nathan.
No.
That was hilarious. Like the amount of people that got eaten. Like you just see that big fish just like pop up and just destroy people. Like what just happened? There were like 5 or 6 on the first pole that got eaten.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Someone's bubbled. Only thing better is LFR.
I have my camera zoomed out all the way when I tank, and it was zoomed out far enough that the Leviathan like clipped through my camera multiple times during the fight, and I was just like, what's going on?
I must get closer.
He's trying to eat me.
Couple.
Yeah, it was open raid was pretty fun because it was like the first time I'd done it where we hadn't just like face rolled through all the boss. Actually, I had to kind of
Try to take that out.
Sorry.
what the heck was that all about?
Someone didn't move the big old circle and everybody popped up in bubbles. I was just waiting for it to happen.
Oh yeah, I stepped out of it. I saw it coming.
I can't attack that.
It's always fun to watch those.
Yeah.
Such a pity.
How appropriate that you got the Blood Queen.
Liking it.
I got that the Zodorite egg sack. And it's funny in mythic buses because people don't know what it is. What is this thing on my head?
Who got Blood Queen?
Oh, is that the thing that like follows you around and heals you?
Yeah, like a Zodorite will like go on your head, and it like heals you and gives you some stats. I'll link it. It's pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah, I think Mercy had that on me during one of our Toldagor e-runs the other day. It was pretty hilarious.
You run, you're like, what was that?
Require a target.
Nice gloves, Jess.
Thank you.
With avoidance. How
Make sure you
fancy.
get your oxygen buff.
Tank mage incoming.
Stack that avoidance. That's cool.
Don't even know why I'm trying to heal.
I was just thinking that.
Like the old iron weave stuff.
I'm out of range. I am a conduit of the Nightwell's glorious power. Too far away. I am Nightborn.
Yeah, we almost didn't get this one on open raid. That was fun.
I don't know what kept killing you guys. I was living fine until I was.
Until you were dead.
I kept being the last DPS up. It was scary.
That's because you have a little bit of self heal and
I need
shields.
to target something first.
Auction house buff
Nothing wrong
OP.
with self-heal.
What class was she on?
Fire mage.
I'm out of range.
I know you guys say that like self heals work, but like none of my self heals work as a tank, so
The auction house buff was.
I might have gripped him wrong.
I'm out of range.
Might. Okay.
Yeah.
Those fish were invisible. I didn't see them. Definitely didn't. I beam a group of murlocs.
Too far away.
So before I forget, if you need a food buff or something after this set of trash is down, go back out.
I must get closer.
Got it.
Make sure you get your green stuff too.
Too far away. Enough. You little beast getting out of hand. out of range. I can't attack that target.
Be right back.
The magic source is nearby, but proceed carefully. Azshara will not have left it unguarded.
Alright, so like I said, for this boss, it's just a couple of small differences. Everything else.
I don't have a target.
Make sure to stay to the right when you go through here.
Did you need a summon, Mez?
Yeah, there's no way I'm getting there. All the trash in the first boss is up.
Can we get a can we get a stone in here? I don't know if we
I
can.
think so.
We should be able to.
I mean, I could probably run through the trash and make it to the boss, but I'm still not getting through the gate.
Don't you have shadow meld?
Well, I know I could get up to the boss, but the gates are closed. I can't get up the stairs past the boss.
And once you get here, Mez, just run over and get that oxygen-rich membrane. That way you don't, die like right.
Don't die in the middle of the fight.
Can you solo? Can you solo the boss? Also, you may want to switch to non-tanking here. Although that nullification dynamo would be awesome.
I only have rank 1.
Hey, it's still pretty good.
I'm still trying to catch up from missing 3 weeks.
I think Jericho go.
Alright, go ahead and gonna do a ready check here.
So, Commodore, you saying you just need 1 tank on this fight? Is that what you were saying?
Oh, are you tanking, Mez? Is APOC not tanking anymore?
Yeah, we're swapping it up.
Oh, never mind then. Good to know.
Is it a DPS cooldown? Well, guess I'm going Frost.
Let me know when you're ready.
Yep, give me just a second. I had to Deathgate out to swap talent.
We get you a summon yet?
I'm Deathgating back in.
What'd you do with your cooldown?
I hit the wrong button while moving. Button.
Did you use your army by chance?
No, I used my unholy.
You should use.
In like 2 minutes.
You should use the army on this fight and see what the fish does. I want to see him like dance all over the place.
So what? Nah, it doesn't go after pets. I've tested.
Ugh.
So is the major change only that the violet MS doesn't go away on the little?
You good there, APOC?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm
So
good.
your thing doesn't go away on the slipstream, and if you touch a jellyfish, you'll get bioluminescence and get eaten. So don't touch jellyfish.
Got it.
Do you need to get that swim buff now that you got someone back, or you got it now?
Let's see. I think I'm. Nope, not. Hold on.
Oxygen-rich membrane is what you're looking for.
It's over,
Yep,
yeah.
Going back across the water. I'll be there in a second. When do we hero? At the beginning?
Right after the first shock pulse.
Okay. Because I need to make sure I do my Infernal at the right time.
Who's starting on the boss? Which tank?
You can have him first.
Alright.
I have to go directly to the boss first, right? And not get the green cloud at the start, or?
Yeah, just switch. We both should get it like basically at the very start. He does like this weird like swap attack at the start. We'll both get it. So.
Alright, let's get going.
And more than the stacks, just make sure you have that healing buff.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sure, spread out. Shock pulse coming up.
I must get close.
Hero.
Uton.
Alright, let's go ahead and move over to the buffer fit.
Also, basically, the boss keeps up this crap on us.
Shock pulse.
Yeah, he'll only apply that when he's attacking though, so you'll see it just fell off. So if you taunt him back real quick, you'll get the healing buff. There you go.
Okay, he only puts it on the target he's...
Shock pulse.
That's right, yeah.
Sorry, I haven't tanked this yet.
No, you're fine.
So that's the reason why, that's our swap
Yeah.
stand is when it falls off.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Alright, you should be withdrawing. Make sure your bioluminescence is off. Don't hit jellies and get over to the next.
Stop lollygagging, or I'll keelhaul the lot of you.
We'll interrupt the cavitation at 5.
You can go ahead and taunt him so you get that heal buff.
This fight is so less hectic as a tank.
Yeah.
Shock pulse. And then when you get knocked back, go ahead and get the bit. Get down so we can get your debuff, get back on the boss.
4, 3, 2,
Oh, dear God.
stop lollygagging, or I'll
Shock
keelhaul
pulse.
the lot of you.
Shock pulse, and then be transitioning stages right after it.
Not moving yet.
I don't have a target.
There he is.
Man, some of us are close to dying.
Yeah.
Stop lollygagging.
Same thing, interrupt the cavitation at 5 seconds.
Do we maybe need to spread out the pufferfish a little farther?
On this one, probably not. Let's get this down. Alright, interrupt and go. Shock pulse. Let's get Juicy up.
She's in the other area.
10
I
seconds.
went down on the crossing, talk to
10 seconds.
Okay, get the jellyfish. Or the pufferfish, sorry. Thank you.
4, 3, 2, 1. Stop lollygagging.
Shock
Kill
pulse.
all the lot of you.
Just blow him up.
4, 3, 2, 1. Stop lollygagging.
Shock pulse.
Kill all the lot of you. I require a target.
Good job.
Yay, no weapon.
I got flippers.
Ah.
Yes, I got it.
Lucky you. I need weapons bad.
I was hoping to get that trinket. But I got 2 pieces of gear, so... Oh well. This it's not that bad.
Hey, we got a Mantis room. Alright.
I have rank 2. I haven't got rank 3 yet.
Yeah, she just got rank 3.
Yep.
It'll be nice.
I'm gonna want to talk to you later on if you don't mind.
We need to kill these
Did I
dogs up here,
go
right?
the wrong way?
If you did, I'll summon you.
Yeah,
I don't know. Did you click on the
Did you take
seahorse?
The seahorse?
I did not. I'm dumb.
Hey, Sean, sorry about yelling about 10 seconds.
No, that was
I was
I was
top
not paying
DPS and I'm
attention to
like,
that.
this horse is gonna be amazing. I can't fuck it up.
I see you as all selfish.
It's always selfish for a DPS, right?
I mean,
What's
yeah.
that? Absolutely.
Yeah, I was kind of zoning out as well, so...
Yeah,
Nice,
it was totally
juicy.
tunnel vision.
Do you want that pet?
I know.
Sorry?
There's a lot of pets out.
Juicy, you just got the pet.
Oh.
I didn't even know he dropped a pet.
Yeah, there's several bosses that drop it.
Most of them
I
do,
know there's
actually.
like 6 in here.
He's one of them.
I'm down to 60 before I hit 1,000.
You can do it.
We're so close.
Now to find the last font and
Did they add another one after the 1,000 yet?
The sooner we do
Not
so,
yet.
the better
The
I'm-
1,000 was the most recent.
I'm 47 from 1,100 pets.
Very nice.
What?
I don't know what Eve's at.
Back,
She's
back
at
off my
quite a
pets.
bit.
In my old realm,
We
I was
can
one
pull
of the
these.
top.
We're gonna be killing them, man.
I was one of the top 10. I'm not right now because I've been slack.
Did you get that crawler already? If so, I'm gonna go
Which crawler?
one right here. The
Oh.
black chasm crawler. He's the last catchable one I need in here.
I'll go for it. I haven't even looked at the ones in here yet.
Going for it.
Hey, how does this trash work with the, some of them can be damaged and some can't?
Yeah, they have the Blessing of the Depths on them.
The Oracle heals all of the ones near it, so you have to kill the Oracle first.
And yes, I do have that one already.
Okay, cool.
That's a pain.
I think it was the only one I've caught here so far. I was like, oh, I'll get that one. Oh, it's blue. Let me get it.
Have you got the ones out of Operation Mechagon?
Nope.
No, not yet.
I haven't even been in Operation Mechagon yet.
That's a fun one.
Mess will take you.
Yeah. I need 3 more weeks to get my rank 3.
I'd love to go in. I
would
went
Ta-
love to do that on my
Terrible.
baby.
Take 2 healers for the last boss.
Yeah.
I might
that's what we did.
I might try and do
Just
it
bring
this
the blood,
weekend.
it's fine.
Only time I've ever healed.
I require a target.
Right, Sal?
Um,
Hey, we won.
We did.
So for Radiance, basically he just hits harder. Everything else is the same. So
There's one other difference. Those little balls that are the barrier, they stay.
Yeah, I didn't notice that at all.
No, they don't. Maybe on Mythic, but they don't on Heroic.
On Mythic, there's 2 of those storm dudes, which is hilarious.
So you have to split your raid, basically?
Yeah.
We get to Mythic, I'm out.
Yeah.
There is no
Right.
mythic.
I can't even join from nothing.
I must get closer.
Not on that tune. I mean, you've had enough time. Come on, man.
What am I gonna bring my $3.99?
Hell yeah, you are.
I've been thinking about bringing her to open raid.
Sean, why'd you switch? I see you decided to switch back to your monk.
Yeah, we have a resto druid here, so it's like, or resto chamois already. So it didn't make any sense to, if I had this tune sitting there, to not switch back to it. That way we have a miss.
Wait, didn't you see the strawberry puppies, candy, cotton cane people?
Whoa.
What? Oh, where these things came from?
Yes.
The guys that got Heroic World first, they like stacked nothing but Ellie and like Shadow Priest for their whole raid.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
For the entire instance or just one fight?
No, basically like their whole raid for the whole instance was just like Shadow Priest and Ellie shamans.
You want to get your
World first for.
I must get closer.
No, we don't want to use a battle res here.
No.
It's just trash.
Especially when it was his fault.
No, did you read it to death?
Did someone pull more trash?
Oh
No.
my god, definitely
Negative.
not.
No. Who would have done that?
I mean, I'm the trash master and I did not pull it, so.
I am
Yeah,
also
but
the
you're
trash
not the
master.
only master in here, apparently.
Yeah, I am also the trash master.
Also, comment in reference to that cloak. If you do get it and you turn it into Johnny, he replaces it with the same cloak, just a different name.
Yeah, I got one that.
Title permanent.
Yeah. I got an upgraded cloak. It gave me the same cloak with a socket, which was nice.
I got this exact same cloak, same item
Yeah, I got
level,
the
nothing special.
Someone got a Titan Forged version of their cloak back. It went from a 415 to a 445. I was like,
Cloak?
Oh,
I
wow.
saw that. What cloak
So
is this?
what if it
The
went
Trash
from a
Master
Titan
cloak.
Forge to a regular Forge?
It's in Mechagon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's off of
of
Cujo.
Cujo.
yeah, I got that same one back, but I got mine back with a socket, so. And then I exploded it. It got scrapped.
Oh yeah, I scrapped it after I got my title.
Yeah.
All I know is
I gotta get my title permanently.
Problem is the title's not account bound, it's only care.
Yeah.
That.
Which title?
The trash.
Trash master.
Yeah, you see the cloak I just linked? Click on it and take a look at the bottom.
That's funny.
If you take it to Johnny, he will give you the title for permanently on your character.
Yeah, and it is only. It's the first trash pile you do in Baldoon.
Yeah, the one right by the harbor that the boat takes you to in Molda.
Yeah.
I'll do that after this.
Gonna be a trash master like me and Nathan.
Hell yeah.
Right. I expect for Johnny to lead us to victory in the next expansion.
Or lead us to death.
Yeah.
I'm already dead. Bye bye me.
I mean, I have no eyes, so.
She can replace Wanzamdi as the Loa of trash and death.
Blow up trash.
That's my luck.
That's amazing.
She'll like be the same Loa, just have like the Lich King hat on.
There can be only one trash master.
Watch out for the tornadoes. They hit a lot harder.
Oh, don't get knocked into the other. Yeah.
Can we turn off the live log for this fight? Because I'm pretty much just gonna stand there.
Why?
Nah.
Destruction.
I'm not gonna like be able to do anything.
Oh, the poor range can't do stuff.
Can't do jack
Right.
on this fight.
It's not the range, it's the casting ranged.
I should go affliction just for this fight, but I have no fear for affliction.
Too far away.
It's actually not too bad if you just realize that the Archnados start at the center and they just move around in a big old
Yeah.
circle.
They chase
As
me.
long as they're not on top of each other, I can like move into the eye and then I'm off.
No, there's sentience there. It chases me.
That's
Yeah,
Only
it
you.
really does.
I was going to say
Because I
only
bribed
him.
them.
When I was
Mez,
playing on my shaman, it chased me like half the map. I was like, are you kidding me?
Mez, have you tanked this fight before?
Nope.
So the tornadoes are fun to deal with as a tank, but you shouldn't have much trouble as a DH. But
Take a DC.
I gotta admit though, I like this anima of life and death for large trash.
Stop lollygagging! Drop kill hold the lot of you! I'm out of range. Stop lollygagging! Drop kill hold the lot of you! I don't have a target. Too far away.
So does anybody know if you've already unlocked the DPS version of this essence? If you get 18 and you use it in a different spec, would it give you rank 2 of the tank one, or give
it
you
will
rank
ask you to. Oh no, it will give you the. It will ask you if you're in that spec.
Get out with that.
Yep, take those out before you dispel it, guys. Take it out and then call for the dispel.
But it should give you the rank 1 of that spec, yeah.
We all have our parts.
Guess we'll find out
Isn't
this
that
week.
So, my child.
Yes, my queen. I sacrifice all that I am to serve you.
You didn't sacrifice shit. Shut
Yeah,
up.
that's our job.
Devotion, landwalkers.
That's your
Sacrifice
line.
Everything.
So, groups 1 and 3 are going to be on triangle. Groups 2 and 4 are going to be on square.
And then tanks stay on at the marks, I'm assuming.
You stay at your marks until the second phase. When the second phase comes up, figure out where the ad is, and you guys can be the ones that are going to break the little whatever those ball things are called.
So if I leap over a ball, will it still break?
It should.
Yeah, it'll still break.
So just DPS, if you're right behind, or healers or whatever, if you're right behind the tank, give it a sec, because Archnado's gonna spawn. Don't get whacked by it, because you'll get thrown right back into one. And then we'll have more to deal with. But other than that, it's pretty much the exact same thing as normal. So
Yeah, and wait for the tank to break through, because if you break through early, then it's just going to impede the tank from picking up the ad. And then we switch on every Tide Fist while we tank this guy.
Okay.
alright. Tanks on you.
West, you're on square.
1 and 3 triangle, 2 and 4 square.
You starting out comment.
Sounds good.
And I'm assuming we have to be right at the edge so we don't get knocked up.
Suppose so.
Dispel epoch.
What are we doing, Hero?
Now.
Would we get it at the end too?
Yep. Hopefully not.
Yeah, there we go. Thanks.
So I got knocked out of the range.
Yeah, he'll flip back to whoever the tank is in range, so...
Sorry, Phil, I couldn't get you. So...
If for some reason you end up tanking with Tide Fist, just make sure you have a defensive.
Okay.
You're gonna have to help me dispel if we have more than one.
I think we were dispelling the same person, because
We might be. I'll call out who I'm dispelling.
I got served.
I got
Dispel epoch.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Squall.
Got
Wait, just-
Zealand.
Breaking through.
To the ad.
Got the ad.
Okay. Alright, make sure you put your back away from the boss.
I got myself.
Make sure you have the most room between the boss and where you're going to get pushed by the Gale Buffet.
What happened?
Reset.
And you got pushed out up the stairs?
Did someone get pushed outside of the zone?
The wall? Somebody got pushed over the wall?
That's impossible.
I thought we won. I was like, hell yeah.
My parts.
So someone had some weird resets with this week. There was someone who had a 5% reset on Azshara.
Alright, I'm gonna raid check in.
I'm hoofing it back.
I have no idea where I am.
Just go to, if you're looking at the map, go to
We've
the
got
left,
another
go
walk.
down
Let's
the
put a
circle.
portal up and just get her here. Next time, don't release if you die.
Sorry, I didn't think it would be this far away.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Yeah, I don't...
Get the summons out.
They have the worst respawns here for some reason. At least they don't put you like all the way back at like frickin' underwater boss. Like in the water.
That would be funny.
That would be.
Have all of them cool down.
Like drowning.
What was that?
Can we hero at pull so we can just pop all of our
Yep.
cooldowns right off the bat instead of having a like 45-second wait or whatever?
Yeah, we'll hero on pull. I'll do another raid check and then
I'm not sure if I summoned you guys to the right side, so you might want to double.
it doesn't matter if you start wherever, just run when you can. Alright, tanks on you. And once again, hero on pull.
I'll pick him
I'll
up.
just let you call out who you're gonna dispel, and then I'll dispel through it.
That was good. I got Sam.
I got myself.
3, 2, 1.
I must get closer. 4, 3, 2,
Sarah Block.
3, 2, 1.
Sarah Block.
I got myself.
3, 2, 1.
Spellblades. I can be able to get you right.
4, 3, 2, 1. Stop lollygagging. I'll kill all the lot of you. Power overwhelming.
I got myself.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Too far away. I'll kill all the lot of you.
Squall's coming up.
These stupid tornadoes.
I got Sam.
I'll kill all the lot of you.
They're all out. Boss
Other
on the other
side.
one.
The other side.
I got it.
Let's make sure you put your back somewhere other than there.
I must get closer.
I got a
Smelly
pocket.
pot.
Marina.
Stop lollygagging.
Don't get pushed into the water, guys.
I'm out of range.
I can cheat. I can just leap back before I get
I
anywhere.
charge back.
As long as you're not in the where the boss is. I got myself.
Yo, get the soggy water if you get tossed out into the regular water, so...
I need to target something
And
first.
she's out.
Alright, good job. Let's get back on the boss.
4, 3, 2, 1. Power overwhelming.
Got sir.
2,
Stop lollygagging.
Samuel.
Kill all the lot of you. Oh, that had to hurt. 4, 3, 2. Power overwhelming. I'll kill all the lot of you.
4,
Alright,
3,
stay out of that.
2, 1.
Oh, that had to hurt. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop lollygagging. I'll kill all the lot of you. Power
I
overwhelming.
got myself.
3,
I
2,
got myself.
1.
Oh, that had to hurt. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop lollygagging. I'll kill all the lot of you. Power overwhelming.
Good sir.
4, 3, 2,
Fell.
1.
Sorry, wouldn't let me charge you.
Stop lollygagging. I'll kill all the lot of you.
Squall.
Squall.
trap.
Power overwhelming.
Heads up.
You're lollygagging.
Alright, adds.
Not bug the boss. This thing again.
I will try to have control over something I have no control over this time. Gale in 5.
Samuel, go.
Stop lollygagging. I'll kill all the lot of you. I must get closer. Too far away.
Good job. Back to your marks and on the boss.
I'm out of range. Overwhelming.
I got myself.
2,
Stop lollygagging. I'll kill all the lot of you. Oh, that had to hurt.
yourself.
Kill all the lot of you. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that had to hurt. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop lollygagging. Or kill all the lot of you. Power overwhelming.
Dispel epoch.
2, 1.
Oh, that had to hurt. 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop lollygagging. Or kill all the lot of you. Power overwhelming.
So
Finish off the boss.
4, 3,
Raven.
2, 1.
Oh, that had to hurt. 3. I don't have a target.
Good job.
Job.
So much for freaking hero.
Yeah, I was hoping that that wasn't going to be a thing. Not today. Seven reliquaries. That's
Yeah.
That was a
I
lot.
mean, better than the couple that we were
3.
getting last time. We'll go ahead and finish up the trash, and then we'll take a 5-minute when we get to the bottom. It was a good fight.
Yeah. Would have been dead the first time if it just didn't reset.
Right?
Yep.
That was a little annoying.
Or Apox Parse.
Yeah, I know. The one I did well was the one.
I don't feel bad. I got stunned during heroism. I was like, God damn it!
I mean, that's awful.
So sad.
Love you too, Lindsay.
If I wanted
Your
to, I could parse
Parse,
harder.
your
but, like,
poor parse.
yeah, I'd rather do single target than my AoE part. That's all DK parses are.
What? AoE?
Yeah. It's literally take AoE talents and pad on the ad feed.
I can believe it.
Being a warrior, same thing.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. DK, Demon Hunter, Warrior pretty much build in AoE in their class rotation.
Well, the benthic gear is crazy powerful in here. That's what I'm noticing right now.
Depends on which ones you get.
Well, you go for your best in slot plus a socket, and like you just put your main stat or your secondary main stat in there, and it's amazing.
To your glorious ascension.
I am currently 5% larger.
Yep, so am I.
Not a good stat.
Making you pretty.
So hot.
Why is that not a good stat?
Now, unless it does damage, it's not that great.
That's true.
Makes me easier to click on.
True.
I mean, everybody could use an extra 5%, right?
Giggity.
I don't have a target.
Alright, we're gonna go ahead and take 5.
5%.
Yeah. Alright, 5 minutes and then back at it. I will put another cauldron down when we get back. Yeah, we'll do a summon if you guys gotta go change talents or whatever.
Yep.
Good to see you again, Grandmaster. Good luck, Grandmaster.
Is there one more person available to click on this? Thank you.
I'll say yep.
I'm
Just got
helping.
back.
I'm gonna hearth to repair.
I would just give it a sec, because I've got a... Well, whatever. It's up to you. Let's say I've got an auto hammer. It's probably better not to waste it.
Yeah.
I got 12 of them if we need one.
Yeah, I've got
I've
a stack and a
twice,
half.
but most people are still alive, so.
You guys about to do Ashbane?
We are.
We are.
Mind if I
Stay
get in on
out.
that?
Stay out, she
What?
said.
Mind if I get in on that?
Yes.
Yeah, we mine. You can get us
Wow,
this
you
far.
guys.
Just like,
Raven's
hey,
ready
I'm
for
gonna
a
drop
summons,
in for
please.
this fight.
Don't stealing my demon hunter loot.
Yeah, sure. We'll
Brutal.
get you in.
Well, that's true. That's fair.
I mean, if you want to suffer, come join.
Hey, if the trinket drops, just give it to me. It's all good.
No, he gives it to me.
You're funny.
You know what? Maybe it is a good idea to bring you ups the drama a little.
I can offer things DJ cannot.
Whoa.
That is
Like not
incredibly
murdering you
fair.
in your sleep.
No,
Wow.
I'm not
Not
gonna argue with
poisoning
it.
your food.
5, 4, 3.
That's true. I do make his food.
See?
See who's
Hold on,
back?
I got still some
I
more
need a
summons.
summons.
It's there's a bunch that had to come out.
Thanks.
Let's yep, get Raven back. I'm gonna go ahead and drop a cauldron.
Thank you, Sean, for the cauldrons.
Yep.
I must say, where is it? Never mind. It
Did I
just
get
looks different.
everybody?
Well, that's
I
a
think
big
so.
old cauldron. Jeez.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is the new one.
Shall not fail the Lich King.
Alright, so if you haven't gotten your food buff, go ahead and get your secondary.
And just so you guys know, Sean is personally farming all the mats for this stuff. Just a FYI for you.
I do too.
Alright, so Ashvane, differences. All right, coral growths. Instead of the 2 in normal, you get 3, so we have to deal with more of those little ball things that do damage to the whole. Briny bubble. All right.
I have not survived.
This will give you
10,000
a
years just to fall to a swarm of
basically a
rats.
12-yard circle, and anyone within it will get briny bubble. So the 3 people or 4 people or however many based on our group that get it need to get away from the boss. One of the tanks will get it, so you just stack on whichever tank has it, and move back away from the group to whatever, basically wherever the boss is facing. You'll just move backwards from there and stack on the tank. Very important that you do that. If you get blown up in the group, we'll die because everyone will get briny bubble and we won't have enough people to DPS them down. So cutting coral for the tanks. When she does the barnacle bash, that cutting coral does not despawn. So we have to make sure to try and get that stacked as close as possible. Pretty much other than that, everything else, she does more damage, etc., but those are the major things. Make sure that we're doing that briny bubble thing correctly and staggering the bubble burst, keeping the boss kind of away from the coral, and we should be good. We'll hero on the second phase 2.
Can we go over the concept of absorbing the rippling waves and what that does when they reach Ashvane, and what the effect is when she has her shield versus when she doesn't? Yeah.
So if the bubbles get her, they buff her and heal her, so don't let the bubbles get.
They also put the dot on you if you take multiple, so if you take 2 or 3, this dot called waterlogged, and it will kill you. So the most you really want to take is just 1.
Right. So make sure that you guys, once you take 1, you wait till your debuff falls off, and then you can grab. Alright, I think that was it. So, can we get a rebuff on Arcane Intellect? And then, if you don't have a second flask, go ahead and grab.
And the briny bubbles, are we just like kind of putting it off to the right of the boss?
So the tanks are going to move kind of in front where the boss is facing. They're just going to move back from where they're tanking. Everyone's going to stack on that. Once they're out of range, they'll just stack on the tank.
Okay.
That's where you guys are. If you have briny bubble, you need to stack on the tank. Cauldron's still up.
The only issue with stacking on the tank is melee might not have enough time to move out. What we were doing during LS is we were moving off to the right hand side about 12 yards and basically just stack them there, and then everyone needs to switch to it like immediately.
Yeah, it's basically 12 yards in front of wherever the boss is facing at that.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah, so it's basically the same thing. It's just how you say it. So.
Gotcha.
All right, tanks on you.
When do we pop your heroes? Second break?
The second phase 2.
And we're still tanking around the outside, right?
Yes.
1.
Oh, that had to hurt.
4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, make sure we hit these bubbles.
2, 1.
Grab that other one that's about to hit her. Good.
I must get closer.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Briny bubble.
Too far away.
Break the briny bubbles. You do a better job of stacking on those.
I must get closer.
I was in the middle of moving.
Oh, that had to hurt.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm out of range.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, here we go again.
3, 2, 1.
Stack if you have briny bubble.
Sorry, that was me apparently.
Yeah.
It's my fault.
There's another.
With the tank.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, that had to hurt.
4, 3, 2,
Oh, that had to hurt. Azshara is mine to
Alright,
wield.
arcing Azurite. Make sure you get on either side of those. Alright, make sure we get the back 4. I was gonna do it on the second one, but it's fine.
Your corpses will feed.
Briny bubbles, stack.
I must get closer.
DPS them down.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that had to hurt.
Arcing Azurite, get those last corals.
Missed one.
3, 2, 1.
Yep. That's one more we're gonna have to deal with in the next phase. So.
Hardened Carapace.
Coral spawning right under her.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that had to hurt.
1.
Orbs.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Try and stagger those a little more, guys.
There's another one.
Briny bubbles coming up.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Like the rats you are. Die.
Okay. Break the briny bubble. And we've got more of these bubbles incoming here. There's one behind her.
I'm out of range.
Thanks for waiting to grab that one, guys.
Oh, that had to hurt.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Bubbles again.
We're gonna run out of room
Briny
here.
bubbles about to pop.
That had to hurt. Too far away.
We're just gonna do concentric circles.
We still won't have enough room. When you guys are taking the hit, you need to dive back into the coral and take it as much as possible.
Oh, that had to hurt. I must get closer.
1.
Oh, that had to hurt.
Tank it in the coral? Yeah,
Just
that,
the hit, just the hit that pops the coral, not just saving the coral.
Oh, so when she's doing the barnacle bash, just get in the coral and then.
Yeah, as much as you can. It's not going to be perfect. You
I think-
there's always going to be some overlap, but it helps.
the strategies I saw with the concentric circles seem to work a little bit better than trying to just do overlap.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that had to hurt.
That was good. Good first attempt. We can refine it from here. Let's go ahead and just wipe it up and get back at it.
3, 2, 1.
So I didn't mean to actually call for hero. I was asking if we are heroing. I will keep my mouth shut.
Yeah, we're heroing from the second, right? Not the first.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to do is the second.
Okay.
Because we have to do it in 3 rotations, right? Or she berserk.
It's not that she berserks. It's that it's first like 100% shield, then it's like a 200, and like the third one's a 300% shield. So you're just not gonna get her out of that shield before she berserks.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's 150% each time, so it's 40%, then 150% of that.
Yeah, and the minute you see that you have Grimy Barnacle, meaning you're about to get that circle, you need to be running to the area, and that's just to the right of where she is if you're looking at her.
So tanks, how are you guys want to do it? What are you saying there, Nathan?
We're gonna try to keep our circles a little bit tighter, but we're gonna do circles within circles. So just keeping them tighter to the edge, that way that they're half buried, and that way we can do 2 laps. So that should give us,
sounds good.
Yeah, that should give us the most room as far as like as well as the most kiting distance when it comes to like doing the bubbles. The only other thing I was gonna say, Mez, is when you're doing the tanking on her, make sure if you see any of those bubbles coming in, the rippling waves, you can actually pick those up as a tank. Like, don't worry about, like, you can pick up 1 or 2 yourself, and it's not too bad.
Get a fort, please. All right, looks like we're good to go. Tanks on you.
I'm gonna pick her up first, if that's all right.
Okay.
4, 3, 2, 1. I'm out of range. I'll tell you about.
4, 3, 2.
Too far away.
Ooh, what's happened there?
Ow.
It's
Keep
good to
this
get
pull
her up.
dagger.
Gotta wait for the tanks to get her in place, guys.
B-Res out.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that had to hurt. Just die.
Try to keep her tighter to the wall as well, so when she places those, they're half buried.
Okay.
Briny bubbles, good job on that, guys.
3, 2, 1.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Get that bubble behind her. Thank you.
I got
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that had to hurt.
4, 3, 2.
Rippling waves coming up.
Impossible.
Alright, let's blow your cooldowns and get her. We're in the second phase.
Get her, Ray.
3, 2.
So someone grab this bubble over here.
Oh, that had to hurt.
4, 3, 2,
Oh, that had to hurt.
Arcing Azurite.
4, 3, 2, 1.
2, 1.
Alright, we left a lot of those up that time.
3, 2, 1.
Briny bubbles, stack. Is there like a max range for that Arcing Azurite? Get these briny bubbles.
No,
2, 1.
that's why you can arc over more than one.
We're in bubbles with the Azurite Felinae.
Well, the other person can aim it.
There's still 3 more at the other
color.
side.
Yeah, we can't get those, so this is gonna be a rough second phase.
4, 3,
Make sure you watch your debuff to the bubbles.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that had to hurt.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, that had to hurt.
Alright, make sure if you don't have briny bubble, you're out of the circle.
If you guys get that, make sure you get out with it.
Yeah, somebody ran into the melee with Briny Bubble.
Otherwise, you'll bubble your tank, and then I'll just get melted by the boss.
Like that.
Yeah, like that.
Let's go ahead and wipe it. We have to do better in that second phase of getting the corals down.
Yeah, the goal is to try to get 2 of them.
We can afford to leave one up, but that's about it, because otherwise it's just these bubbles are demolishing it.
Feed the depths. How long I've waited for that. Is this true power?
Oh good, the Briny Bubble made it so my thing didn't proc.
Yeah, this is the first hurdle. The next one's gonna be Zach. So, this is a tough one.
Do the tanks get the arcing azurite?
We do, yes. Yeah, and
If
so
you do, can you call your color so your partner can aim it? Since you aren't quite as visible.
Alright.
yes, as best we can. Yeah.
Yeah, or your shape if you're the anchor or whatever.
So with the waterlogged, one thing I would like to mention is that, like Wright said, the 2 stacks is probably a lot of damage. Sean, I don't know if there were people taking multiple stacks of that, or...
There were a couple people that took more than one, but for the most part, they're doing a pretty good job of just taking the 1 stack. So.
I would also say you guys in the back, ranged and healers, you guys want to spread out a bit more.
Yeah, then you'll be able to get the bubbles as they're coming in before they get too close.
Yeah, and that blue AoE crap that she puts on the ground, like that way it's not targeted on like 5 people.
Yeah.
She does a little bit of like emoting at the very start of this battle, so let me get her in place before you guys start rocking her as well.
That's what happened on the first go as well. DPS pulled aggro and we had a coral almost in the middle of the...
Yeah.
Trix and Mr. X would probably be pretty good there on the opener if we're not doing them.
Yeah, my provoke makes her move 50% faster, but even still, like...
Wait for your Sunder armors.
Yeah.
Alright.
3 thunders.
Do one more ready check and then we'll get going.
Tank harder, please.
Alright, tanks on you. If we need to later on, I don't think we should really need to do a cooldown order yet. We'll see.
Okay.
I think we were doing fine until there were just too many of them in that second phase 1.
3, 2, 1. You! I'll tear you apart!
4,
I'm out of range.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, that had to hurt.
4, 3, 2, 1.
That had to hurt.
One more coming from the back there.
4, 3, 2,
For any bubbles?
Stuck on the tank.
4, 3, 2, 1.
If you don't have a stack of bubble, you need to go get one. Next time they pop out.
3, 2.
Talking about wall walk, right?
Yeah.
How many stacks of barnacle bash are we supposed to be taking?
Try to take only one at a time, but we might end up with as many as 3. So just depending on how things are going, so
Upsurge is coming up. And Arcing Azurite as well. Alright, Arcing Azurite.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, we have 3 left in the back for next time. Should be manageable.
3, 2.
For any bubble.
Too far away.
Okay, destroy those.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Barnacle Bash.
I must get closer.
Arcing
That's
Azurite. I've got orange.
Got blue. Mess has blue.
It's 1.
That's fine. Just didn't quite get there in time. Alright, phase 1 again. Probably good to move her. Well, should be alright.
I'm gonna see if we can't practice like dodging these pretty close to these corals if we can.
Yep. Just watch where those bubbles pop out.
Is there a gap where you're at?
There's not now. There was.
Okay.
Yeah. I was trying to fill it in before we moved on.
Briny bubbles coming up.
3, 2, 1.
Stuck on the tank.
I'm out of range.
Alright, get those.
Rippling wave.
Coming up.
Make sure you get the one coming in.
Heavy damage on me. I've got 3 stacks.
I got the boss.
Yeah, so we'll have some bad timing like that where we'll end up with sometimes just like tons of stacks.
Rippling waves coming up again. Make sure you stagger this. Get the ones closest and then just slow on the briny bubbles.
Sorry.
4,
So many bubbles.
Prioritize the tank.
John gave me a hug.
I did.
Gave me the love I needed.
Sling wave just
Easy on those.
This one coming close. A few more that are farther away.
3, 2, 1.
Briny bubbles. Blow those up. Alright, stagger these, get the ones closest. Ow.
We're terrible at staggering.
Yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1.
That's better. We're getting better. We're just I don't think we're burning through her fast enough on this second phase 1.
That we can't leave any corals up during phase 2.
What was that?
I was saying we can't leave any of the corals up during phase 2.
No, we really can't.
So, I don't know if it was when I had the mark and I had to run across to get behind one of the corals. I had to run across the room. I swear I was behind it, but it did not blow up. I was all the way on the other side of the room.
So
yeah, I saw that one because that was your part.
yeah,
I don't know how you didn't
sometime
get it.
there was something with that last weekend. Like we thought there was an issue with some of that happening, right? Like it should have blown up, but it didn't for some reason.
Yeah.
That happened with me as well.
Somebody got a hammer, or
Yeah, I've got a hammer. I'll drop it when we get down there.
It may be that like part of the coral graphic is not actually like their hitbox, maybe, and it has to go like straight through the middle of it and not like the edge or something.
Yeah, it can't be the edge because otherwise we would have hit the last two. You have to kind of be through the center. I'll drop a hammer when we get down here.
So on a positive note, looks like if you have one of the Aqueous reliquary things, the second one is only 3 reliquary to make instead of 8, like the first one.
Yeah, and all the higher tier ones are cheaper too. Like even the ones that you buy from the vendors, like so if you buy like the ones from like the Rust Bolt Resistance, the other ones are cheaper after you buy the higher tier one. Nice.
That was good. We're getting better. Just gotta get better at staggering those bubbles. Just let the ones that are far just come in. Make sure we get the first 2 or 3 that are around the, and then we can just every couple 2-3 seconds we'll pop them. All right, everyone's ready. Tanks on you.
I must get closer.
I'll tear you apart!
4, 3, 2, 1.
Purpling waves coming up.
3, 2, 1.
4, 3, 2.
All right, and hit that last one.
Oh, that was my bad.
5.
You can taunt back.
Oh, did you taunt
3, 2,
too soon?
I must have, yeah.
Alright, get him.
Keep me out quickly. Common's gonna start taking a lot of damage.
No, I'm good. I've got cooldowns, so.
Should always be prioritizing the tank anyway. At least auto attack or whatever.
4, 3, 2.
Upsurge coming up. Rippling wave in 5.
3, 2,
Get the 3 closest, and then wait on the rest of them. There's 1.
Blow her up.
Alright, through her. Alright, get the next. Okay, whoa.
4, 3,
Alright, just burn her as best we can. Barnacles. Upsurge.
2, 1.
Arcing Azurite.
Have green.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, we have 3 left.
4,
Briny Bubble coming up.
Your corpses will feed the
Attack on tank.
Too far away.
Alright.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Barnacle Bash. Arcing Azurite, get those last 3.
I don't want what color I have.
I have you.
Blue.
I had
Great job.
Nice.
Alright, make sure we watch Barnacle Dash coming up. Rippling Wave, the one behind him, takes priority. We can let the other ones kind of go. Alright. Barnacle Bubble coming up. Briny Bubble. Rippling Wave. We're getting more, so.
The one right there close.
Alright, next one, close to the boss. Alright, pop the one behind the boss, and last one. Upsurge. And then Rippling Waves coming up again in 5.
3, 2, 1.
And Briny Bubble right after.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Briny Bubble. Get Juicy up.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Get that bubble.
I got it.
Got the boss.
Rippling Wave is coming up again.
Get the one that's closest to the boss.
4, 3.
Okay, let a few pass.
I can't get this
Okay,
one.
next one.
Right by the boss.
Get that.
Okay, wait.
Wait.
Get the next one.
4, 3, 2.
Grab the last two. Briny Bubbles.
After this, she's gonna pop.
Break them out
Yeah,
of
she's
that.
about to pop.
4.
Alright, we've got.
Okay, she's up.
let's hero.
Lots of bubbles.
We've got one bubble coming in behind her. 2. We got one more behind her.
I got green.
Azshara.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Whoever had yellow.
We have 4 left.
4, 3,
We're up as best.
1.
Drown like the rats you are.
Break him, Briny.
Briny Bubbles, yep.
3, 2, 1.
1.
Arcing
I
Azshara.
got blue.
All but the back two.
3, 2, 1.
Hardened Carapace.
Yep. If we can get through to the next one, we'll have her. If we can manage to survive through it, coordination, but. Rippling Waves
Have to have
coming up.
the bubbles. Make sure we block this bubble right next to her.
I'm just gonna stand between that coral and her, so I'll get it.
Okay, grab a next bubble.
Got it.
Got 3 more coming in. Pop one. We got 1 more left coming in here.
Got
Go
it.
ahead and pop it.
Briny's.
Briny
Briny's.
Bubbles.
3, 2, 1.
Break the Briny Bubbles. And
One right by her. One right by her.
I ate it, we're fine.
alright, get the next one.
I can't yet.
Okay, we've got 3 more coming in. Grab them when you can.
3,
Got one.
1.
job on that. Rippling wave coming up again. Just do it like that again, we'll be good.
I disconnected.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, wait.
Burning bubble.
Please grab the bubble. Alright. Shield to 50%. Keep going.
Bubbles coming out.
Rippling wave.
The one that are close to her, get it? Oh, that hurt. Get Arius up.
4, 3,
Be res out.
2, 1.
Corpses will feed the dead. How long I've waited for that.
We have 1 minute till Berserk, so let's just go ahead and wipe it. I don't think we're gonna make it.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, this is a pretty big DPS check fight, FYI.
Yeah. We did. We're down to 30%. We'll go ahead and just hero on the first phase 2 this time.
1.
I don't know who it was, but I wouldn't call them out anyway. But it's one of the melee. One of the tanks had the mark, and one of the melee had the mark, and they did not move, so they just
4, 3, 2.
didn't even bother trying to break a
Get some
wall.
more practice.
You just have to be on the other side of a coral, not between the coral and the person with your mark. The marks need to be on opposite sides, like a hug. I did put up 1 lock portal, but we could pop out a couple others.
Absolutely.
We could. Yeah.
Just to get to the back of the room for those.
I like this fight personally. It's just
It's just gonna take some
What?
practice.
ton of damage.
Probably sucks
Ton
for
of damage.
demon, or yeah, Death Knights because of mobile.
Yeah. That's why we'll get lock portals for you.
Yeah, the portals.
Oil on that wheelchair. See APOC just squeaking across the floor.
And DPS need to remember tanks cannot move to help you get to the core, so you have to line your mark up for the tank as we're at the boss.
Could we have it for priority for tanks to whoever has pairs with one to get the closest?
That's what I was gonna suggest too. Like, just get close to the tank so you can make sure your positioning is right. And then everybody else who's marked gets the ones farther back.
Well, did we have any issues with the corals there? Because it looks like it was going pretty good.
We got it that time. That was good. But
Yeah,
until the end, at the end it just,
Too much. All
yeah.
over.
But I think it's good. I think that's gonna happen. Like, I think that last phase, it's going to be, we're going to be running out of room. We're going to be hitting lots of bubbles, and I think that's the. I don't know how you want to deal with it. There was like everyone just jumped on all the bubbles at once, and it kind of just blew up the raid. Like
that last one was, we were doing good at staggering them, and they was just like, oh no, we're just gonna hit them all. So, we were calling them out and doing good on them up until that point. So, but that would have been our 3rd phase 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, realistically, we've got a killer in the 2nd phase 2. So we'll hero on the first one and just try and blow her up then, because there's a better chance having cooldowns and everything else ready.
The coordination is just going to take practice, and that time it was a lot better coordinated than it was the first time, so constant
Alright.
improvement.
Tank Sun.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, I'll tear you apart.
4, 3.
I must get closer.
It's nice when they're more staggered like that, though. Upsurge. Rippling wave coming up. one closest. Okay, we can get the next two, that's fine. Burn your bubble in 5.
3, 2, 1.
Pull those up.
3, 2, 1.
Rippling wave. The two closest.
3,
Okay. Let the others come in a little bit. Next one. Alright, and I think that's it.
Shouldn't be a gap there, comment.
There's one more.
Grab the last one.
That's pretty tight, yeah.
I stood in the coral when I got bashed, so.
Here we go. Alright, hero.
I feel like there should be an achievement for the tanks on this called underwater basket weaving.
Upsurge. Arcing Azurites coming up.
Green on me.
I've got red, I'm going all the way to the back.
Okay.
You weren't quite behind the one.
I don't know, that was weird. I think that bugged out because I didn't even see an arc. Just get on the next one.
Tiny bubble. We got 15 seconds before hard carapace.
Arcing Azurite.
Blue on me.
Come on, I got the boss. If you need to move to position for coral, you can.
How did we miss that one, Gravity?
I have no idea.
Yep. Alright. We'll just have to deal with it.
Can you not break two at once?
No, I've done it a couple times.
Huh. Yeah, we should have broken two.
Kind of have to be humping the coral if you're really going really long.
I
Ready
was.
for the rippling wave. Get the two closest. Okay. Get the last one there. Give it a sec. Just wait for. Start popping the other ones.
Point coming in.
Got it.
Any last ones can go now. Briny bubble. Pull those up.
They're playing wave. Watch out, there's a bunch of them close to her.
I just died.
Let's go ahead and get zeroed up. Rippling waves coming up.
3, 2, 1.
This one that's close to her.
Okay, get the next one. Or next. Okay.
Ow.
I must get close.
Briny bubble. Go ahead and blow those up.
Mess is dead.
Get Mez up in 20.
19 seconds. Alright, make sure Comet stays alive.
Rippling wave. Get the two closest. There's one. 2. Wait. Okay, go ahead and get never mind. Just wipe it. I think we really just need to make sure to get all the core. I think it bugged out because it looked like everyone was in the right position that time to get them.
4, 3, 2, 1.
It's a little frustrating, but
I'm having fun.
I am too. It looked like the everyone was in position, just hugging those corals, and it didn't do anything. Like the first time I was right there on the red and I saw the partner across and it just like thunk and nothing happened. It's like what the hell?
Were they like both people may need to move so that they're closer together. Maybe I don't know. Maybe because they're too far apart.
It shouldn't be a range thing, but you have to be like middle to middle. You can't be on the side. You can't be kind of skirting it. You have to be middle to middle. Period.
And this would also be a good fight to pre-pot without doing that.
I've been
Yeah.
potting, but then the tanks won't let me attack. I get all mad.
It's when you use your red punch card, the Cyclone or whatever, and you just shoot it, and you stand there, and hopefully Comet has it.
I like that. Pray that I have aggro.
I'm watching it because I'm waiting for it to turn to me, and I'm gonna heroic leap the fuck away. Later, bitch.
All right. Tanks on you.
Let me grab my food buff and I'll be ready to roll. Glad that I got my slight increase in threat today.
Right.
Battle shot in the suck.
5, 4, 3,
Fort as well, please.
I'll tear you apart! I must get
4,
closer.
3, 2, 1.
Crippling wave. Just spread these out. Go for 1. Wait. 2. And 3. Briny bubbles.
Oh god.
Blow those up. Rippling the wave. 1. The closest one.
3, 2.
Alright. 2. Next one there. No, wait on these 3 that are back here. Okay, next one. And just let that other one walk in. Alright, pop that lap.
2, 1.
Rippling waves coming up again.
3, 2.
Close one.
Close one.
3, 2.
Alright,
Carapace.
wait on the next ones. Briny bubble. Okay, we'll get this next one.
Carapace
We have
broke.
2 more coming in.
4, 3.
And pop that lap. Someone who doesn't have it.
Let me get that bubble.
Get the bubble and
Red on me.
We heroing now or later?
Now. Alright, we have 3 left in the back for the next time.
3, 2, 1.
Briny bubbles.
My fault, man.
Briny bubbles, let's
Mess is
float
in a
those
bubble
up
too.
like we
Yeah,
did.
both tanks are in because I missed.
3, 2, 1.
Break Mescal.
Mess has red on him.
Yep, he's red.
Yeah.
I'm blue and bubbled, so.
Alright, we have 1 left. Should be alright.
We did not get her down nowhere near where we need.
No.
You had a whole bunch of people in bubbles, all of it with.
Yeah, we had a bubble in melee, that was all.
Yeah,
Wheelchair.
Let's practice some mechanics and timing here. Rippling waves come. Alright. 1, 2, wait. Pop 3rd one. Wait. Alright, get that 4th one. Alright, we're gonna have, I wanna say 7 this next time. Briny bubbles. Pull those up. Rippling.
Get the one
Okay,
closest.
1, 2. Okay, hit the one behind her. Next one.
It's coming in behind also.
4, 3, 2, 1.
We got most of them.
I'm out of range. Too far away.
Rippling wave.
4,
One,
3,
2, wait.
1.
Briny bubbles, get out.
I must get closer.
Alright, hold off on any of those unless. Alright,
We got one coming in. We have the two.
You gotta get the next two.
2, 1.
Just get right up.
4, 3,
Alright,
2,
get. Yep.
1.
Swipe it up.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Feed the dead. How long waited for that had to hurt. 2, 1.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So I wonder, there's that cloak that lets you, when you get resurrected in here, that you come back with more health. I wonder if that works for Ankh.
I bet it does.
Is it like 30% more health? Yeah.
Yeah.
We doing one more?
Yeah, we'll do one more. You gotta make sure we get that briny bubble out. I think other than that, it was a decent pull. I think the briny bubble just screwed us because it was our hero. And then when she transitions into phase 2, someone just call that because I'm typically missing. I'm just trying to keep everyone alive. Yeah. That way we can hero right at the beginning of that phase.
And are we always going to get briny bubbles right when her carapace pops?
No, it's on a timer,
Okay.
so we're gonna get it whenever it is depending on the timer. So the more DPS we have on her.
Okay, well, if we do get briny bubbles when she does pop her carapace, do we still want to burn hero right, or do you want to wait for the bubbles to go?
Might be worth waiting.
Okay.
Can we drag her to the bubbles once they pop?
Yeah.
4, 3, 2.
Well, the issue with that is with the smash, it'll leave a big gap.
That's a good point.
Right,
We can get
rippling wave.
Move around, right?
We can go ahead and pop these. I was worried about them on the first one. Briny bubble coming up. Briny bubble. And then rippling wave. Break the briny. Rippling wave.
3, 2, 1.
The one called
Good.
Dark.
Pop the one behind her. Alright.
I must get closer.
Shield's about to, carapace is about to break.
Alright, we got upsurge and rippling wave. Alright, hero. There's one behind her. Upsurge.
Arcing.
Arcing Azshara.
Green on me.
Rippling wave.
You gotta go a little more to the left. Or
Gotta be
right.
dead on the
Briny
middle.
bubbles.
Break the bubbles.
Below the briny bubbles.
Arcing Azshara in 5.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Get him out.
Arcing at
Right on me.
I'm trying to get out there.
Got him.
Good job.
4, 3, 2, 1.
You should have killed me when you had that chance.
Seems like our best phase 1, phase 2 yet.
3, 2,
Yeah.
That was
1.
good. Doing well.
Rippling waves.
Rippling wave. There's
Oh,
gonna
I
be
got-
two right there. It's fine.
4, 3,
I got it.
2, 1.
And we'll hit that last one.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Bubble. Break the briny bubbles. Orbs.
Get the one closest to her.
3, 2,
2. Wait. Okay, 3 and 4. You get the last one if we haven't already.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Upsurge, and then rippling waves again.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, here we go.
4,
One.
2,
The second one that's coming out.
Brinies, get out.
Go as fast as I can. Stay away from me.
We got so many bubbles right now.
Yeah, we've got a lot of briny bubbles, and we popped too many of them at the same time. Get Arias up, and then Juicy.
4, 3,
3 seconds on Juicy.
Briny bubbles.
3, 2, 1.
Rippling wave. Get the
3, 2, 1.
Don't hit anymore for a sec. Unless you. Well, it was
Got a bunch coming in.
phase 1 and phase 2. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna make it a whole lot longer, so. 3% to the next phase.
2, 1.
Another rippling wave.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Looks like the shield's gone.
3, 2, 1.
hope it just went now.
Yep. Fine. Got some good pulls in tonight. You guys want to watch the fight a little bit, or we just gotta clean it up, I think. Make sure we maximize the DPS in the first 2 phases there. So, and then yeah, like Ryan was saying, make sure you only have 1 stack of that rippling or waterlogged, because it will it hits pretty hard.
Yeah, if the range are taking way too many of them, just let a few come into melee, and we can soak them. Like I'm maybe soaking 1, maybe 2 a fight, if that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so I'm trying to let them just walk in, because it helps space them out more too. But thanks for coming tonight, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for the invite.
And we'll be back tomorrow, and we'll get moving through here. So
It was good taking with Mez and APOC. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Who wants to do some M plus, yo?
I do.
I do one.
I got Toad Gargoyle 6 on my mage, and I forgot what I have on my Demon Hunter.
Well, I need a tank. And
8 Temple.
That's how you got the bargains.
Do you have any
Alright.
tanks that want to come?
Nope, I have to go to bed for tomorrow.
I can tank.
Oh, yeah, you can tank, can't you?
Yeah, I can tank too.
What's a tank?
No, but let John do it.
I'll let you guys tank if you are going and have spots to be filled.
I got a spot for 2 DPS, 1 healer.
That'll go.
I got you.
Nathan wants to go bring him and make him tank.
Yeah, if you have a spot that needs to be filled, I can tank.
I need a healer now. Or a tank.
Ooh.
Healer
Hey,
or a
you
tank.
can make a... Sure, there's someone who could heal for you. Someone. Somewhere.
I'm also getting ready to go to bed. So yeah, a bunch of stuff tomorrow.
So no healers want to heal.
The Dark Shore donations are up.
I'll go yell at Jen, see if that'll work.
Yeah, Jen's here.
Shit, here. I'll invite Zale, and then you can tank.
Good to see
and
you
then
again, Grandmaster.
either grab Don or Jen as the healer.
I'm gonna go ahead and upload that first fight too.
Yeah, I've got the stream